Leo, how are you guys doing? This reading is for you. Okay. Okay. I just want to clear the energy really quick. Okay. Leo. Let's see, Leo. Knight of Swords. You know, you have some cards at the bottom of the deck here that's just like, when I picked up the deck, I didn't pick up the whole thing. There's something here that, you know, you're very focused. You're, you know, praying, trying to move something forward, but there's still some difficulty here that it's like, you're kind of not wanting to look at it. And it's like, I don't want to look at this and then I manifest more of this. Like, I don't want this to be a sign that things are not going to get better. They're going to get worse. Like they always do, like they always have. Some of you have financial difficulties. This is like a fear that it's going to get worse instead of getting better, that you're not going to be able to overcome these difficult times on your own. And there's like a little bit of fear of something having to do with that here. So the Knight of Swords is, you know, action, and it's action, you know, for some of you, this is a past person trying to come back in, blah, 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 earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, blah. It just feels like blah, you know, it's like, okay, like wanting things to be good and wanting to know that the choices that you've been making, that you've been in alignment. It's like, okay, you want the manifestation to show up because it's like the proof that you're doing it, that you can do it, that you're doing it right. You know what I mean? Like you care a lot about that. And it's like becoming personal in a way. Yeah. It's like you want to be this empress now because of the past, because of how much you have struggled, because of everything that you have gone through. You want to be this empress. You want to be on top, you know? And it's like wanting to be able to show all of the people that told you that you could not do it, that you could do it, you know? And this is like, these are the kind of stories that it's like people are, you know, that people root for, that people are hoping for, that we all, you know, want to see. I feel like there is a lot of people that, more people than you think, that want to see you shine, that want to see you do well, that want good things for you. And you're going to see who those people are exactly, because you may not know. You may not know with the Moon card here. Okay, let's do a Celtic cross. You have this 5 of Pentacles here with the Devil. Some of you are worried that you're not going to be able to get through this difficult time, that you're not going to be able to pursue some kind of a dream. It's like you're trying to focus and ignore the fact that your reality is not what you want it to be. There are some things that you used to do that you can't do anymore, and you feel left out in the cold by it. There could be a Capricorn person that feels left out in the cold by you. It could be a situation where you feel like maybe you embarrassed yourself or someone else embarrassed themselves. But it's like at the same time, that's not in the forefront of your mind. The forefront of your mind is like you are focused on something. You're focused on manifesting something really, really big here. It's like a huge time for career for you. You have the Chariot card here and the 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of movement that's going to be had here once it all comes in. Now you have the Hierophant card here. So you see how everything is turning around now. You have the 4 of Swords and you have the Page of Wands. So this is like, you know, this new journey that you've been praying for is here. Now we have the High Priestess is showing up, right? With the Hierophant. So this is something that, you know, you're marrying your divine feminine and your divine masculine energies. You're learning how to manipulate those energies in this 3D reality and create what it is that you're wanting here. You have the Nine of Wands. What is this Nine of Wands about? It's like trying something different. You're trying something different and you're worried that it's going to go, yeah, it's about that, the Strength card. So this is like about trying something different. There's something that you care about, but you're doing it in the same way. You're doing it in the same way as you used to act when you were wounded, when you were not as confident, when you were going through different things. You had a different like mindset. And you changed your mindset, but it's like in some realms you haven't changed the behavior, or it's like you're doing different things, but you're still like expecting yourself to fail. And Spirit is like, don't do that. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm going to put my heart and soul into this project, but I know it's going to go nowhere. You know, nobody's going to like it. So I can't like share this, you know? And that's the part that is what Spirit is wanting you to say, like, don't do that, you know? And that's what this Five of Pentacles card is. Five of Pentacles is like, if you're focusing on the areas that you're lacking, if you're focusing on the areas where you're weak, where things are not going well, it's going to get a lot worse. So don't do that. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. With this Three of Wands and the Hermit is here now. So it's like, okay, it's been a long time coming. You know, you've gone through some difficult things with the Nine of Swords. You did the necessary like retreat and healing that needed to be done, right? And now it's time for action to be taken and for this blessing to become yours. So don't psych yourself out of it. Yeah. You have the Two of Cups. Yeah. You staying in your alignment. This is what is a challenge for you. You believing that you can attract someone that is a beautiful love. You believing that it's like you want something and you're going for something. You're putting all this energy towards it, but you kind of at the same time don't believe it's going to happen. And the Emperor doesn't do that. You know, and it's like you are the Emperor. You have this Emperor energy here. And you're starting to see what separates the King of Wands from the Emperor. And this is something, you know, you have the Justice card. So you're balancing this out here. There is something here that you're making in a reality that is not in a reality right now. Yeah, you're balancing out these energies. So it's like be kinder to yourself because it's a process to do that. And it's not like you haven't been an emperor before. But there's certain ways where it's like, okay, we only think we can go this far. And then we get that far and then we celebrate that for a little bit, but then there's a whole new set of challenges and then we want to get, so it's like you're always going to be eventually like reaching for that Emperor mode and then in Emperor mode celebrating and then, okay, now I have a whole new set of challenges. I'm starting at the beginning again. You know, that's life. So it's like when you see it as this, you know, the Hierophant represents the student becoming the teacher and vice versa. So you're kind of seeing that here, like the Hierophant, it's like, yeah, there's laws here. There's stuff put in place. You know, this is establishment. It's a traditional way, but at the same time, you know, the Hierophant communicates with the divine and represents that divine communication. So there are certain things that it's not set in stone like that. It's not. And so the Hierophant card can talk about understanding that there is a time for things. And there is a changing of things and things can be, new things can be made concrete and solid. And one of them is this new empire that you're building for yourself. That can be the new normal, you know, but right now it's not normal. It's something that it's within you and you know it's your life purpose to do it. So it's like, okay, putting down the burden to actually do it, at this time. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're trying to do that here. Okay. This could also just be believing that a person can come in and love. So it's like, okay, the Nine of Wands is talking about trying something different in a different way. So it's like, if you're wanting to meet someone, what can you do that's different, you know, in your career, in whatever, what can you do that's different than you did the day before? And it could be subtle little things that, you know, are just ideas that pop into your head. And when you try it out, you're like, no, I don't like this. I'm not doing it. Okay, well then you don't have to do it. But sometimes it's like, I was like wondering before I started this video, wow, because I have this light that's over in this direction. And for some reason, I was like, I don't like it over there. I don't know about this light over there. It's been bothering me for a long time. And today I was like, today's the day. I'm moving this light. So I moved the light over here. And I'm like, wow, I absolutely hate it. I tried the light like in a million other different spots, and I absolutely hate it in every other location except for right there. And then I put it back over there, and I was like, oh, wow, the light's perfect there. But if I didn't move it around, I would have been dreading this light and thinking about it in this negative way, right? It would have been creating so many problems for no reason. Just move the light around. And if you don't like it, well, what's the big deal? Put it right back where it was before. And then now you have this peace of mind that matters. So some things may be bigger than just that. Like moving a light around is not that big of a deal, but it's like putting yourself back out there again is a really big deal. Sharing something that, is a piece of your heart is a really big deal. You know what I mean? Like trying to, go out for a play or something, or like try out for a play, or that's a big deal. So it's like if you have these callings to go do something, do it. And that can also have to do with meeting a particular person as well, because I feel like there is a call that a lot of you have. Okay, here we go. There is a call that a lot of you have to go somewhere. And maybe it starts very small, but it's going to build and build and build. And then it's like a bigger place that you're going to go further away. But you couldn't just go, like you're not going to go around the world. You never went anywhere. You never left your town in the whole life. And you're just going to like, oh yeah, I'm going to go all around the whole world right now. Like, no, you take these little steps, and then this becomes possible. And so this is something like that. This can be something like that. But a lot of you, it's like you're going to meet someone. You can meet someone that's somewhere else than where you are, and you have to go do something different, be in a different, you're going to do that. You're meant to do that. Your soul is meant to do that. And that's when you're going to meet this particular person. So it's not like, you don't have to force it either. It's like follow the call within you, So it's like, yeah. 9 of Cups, because a lot of people, like, in their day-to-day life, they'll want to make things happen. And it's like, okay, that's not how this works. There's a way that you can use that, It's like the 9 of Cups is like, okay, I know what restaurant I want to go to. It's my favorite restaurant. I know who I want to go there with. I know exactly what I want to order. I've done this a million times before, and I'm going to do it again because it's going to be super fun. And I want to have a fun evening. Yeah, that's great. But at the same time, you're not like, okay, I have to go somewhere different. So I'm going to try to go here, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it. You're trying to force it, But if you keep thinking about a particular place, a particular location, doing something, trying something different, and it keeps popping in your head, maybe give it a try. That's how you follow these impulses, and that's what's changing here with this Chariot, because the impulses are getting greater, because there's more at stake now, because there's more that you're manifesting, there's more that you're creating. And so this is what's causing a little bit of confusion, because it's like when you start to get on this path here, wow, something big is changing in your life. You have the Hierophant coming a long, long time. Some of you have been trying to do something a long, long time. You've been the apprentice for a long time, and you're not going to be the apprentice anymore. You're going to be the one that's changing the game. And people are going to be dying, like standing in line to be your apprentice. You know what I mean? Like you're changing the game here. There's something here that you're changing the game on. Big time. And the thing is that you get respected. I see you getting like the credit. And the credit from something that is noteworthy is like I don't know what I was trying to say. Recognizable? Or like something that is like legitimate, Just there's a way that you're going to get some sort of credit for something that you have been trying back and forth, and now you have judgment. So something really big. It's like, I feel like you're going to be really busy with different things that you're going to be creating here in this world. And there's things here that there is emotions that needed to be dealt with and needed to be closed out. Because when you're creating at this grander scale, you need to have this higher vibrational energy. You need to think about things that are putting you in this lighter, high vibration energy. So if you didn't deal with those things, they would just keep coming out, right? And so that's what it is. You have the 8 of Wands here. So some kind of communication coming to you. You could have a person, I don't know, I feel like a weird message. Like you get some kind of amazing success. You get some kind of public recognition, okay? People start to see you. People start to know you for this. For some sort of promotion and something you've been working towards. People know that this happened to you, you know, and it's a great thing. And then there is a particular person that wants to come in and, I don't know, they have some kind of a message for you. They have something that they want to say to you, this person, you know, blah, blah, blah. Somebody wants to try to make it look like they orchestrated your dream. That's the energy. And you have the Death card here. So this is something, could be a Scorpio person, doesn't have to be, could be a Aries or a Virgo person, doesn't have to be, could be a past love interest, a member of your family, somebody that, you know, you're not even necessarily that close to, and they just want to say like, oh yeah, you know, like this is an example, like let's say Beyonce, you know, when she became famous or whatever, and her aunt is like, yeah, I taught her how to sing. I stayed up with her day and night, you know, poor girl, she really couldn't sing. Wasn't for me, she'd be nothing. You know what I mean? Like, what? What are you doing? You know, you got that kind of energy here. You got somebody who they wanted nothing to do with you. Turns out, let's say her aunt, I know nothing about Beyonce's aunt. Maybe she's a lovely woman. Maybe she doesn't even have any aunts. I don't know. But it's like, this is just an example that's popping into my head. Maybe her aunt like always hated her, was mean to her, and never, you know, she saw her only twice in her life, you know, when she was little. So it's like, it's like there's somebody here that I feel like betrayed you and wasn't genuine to you. And they're trying to take credit for your success, for your hard work, for your transformation. It's like there's a lot of people that they go to, that they want to talk to about you, and this person has probably been talking about you for quite some time. There's people that they talk with, you know, they just gather information. These people that they sit with, you know, they talk crap about other people, and they talk crap about, you know, everybody gathers and they talk crap about people that they're jealous of, it feels like. This kind of committee, I don't know. Maybe you thought you were going to marry this person or something like that, but it's like it was actually an absolute nightmare, and you got yourself out of that big time. You know, you have a lot of Virgo cards here, so it could be a Virgo person, but it doesn't have to be. Regardless, it's like you moved on from this energy, but it may become creeping back out. So it's like, be wary of that. You've been getting a message like that, like probably for the past week, that it's like things go really well for you, and all of a sudden somebody from your past wants to come back in and kind of like mess it all up, try to play you in some manner. But you're overcoming the situation, and you're going towards new here. That's what I really like. It's like this reading is somebody who is brave. This reading is a person who is like, you know what? It doesn't matter what's happened to me in my life. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm capable of, and I just believe in myself. And it's just something that you really want to do that you've never done before, and you're just gonna, you know, believe in yourself and go for it and try. It's like a very beautiful energy to have, and very inspirational for the world here. You have the Moon and the Devil. If something didn't work out with the Pisces person, this person, you know, they're just not in a healthy place. And that's why that didn't work out. There could be a Capricorn person that's going through something. There's just like something about between, and you know what? It's very interesting. It's like Capricorn, Pisces. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like it's kind of like Between Capricorn and Pisces season, this is your time. Then you have the Ace of Wands. That's your time here. So during Aquarius season, there's a big opening for you here. And it's time for you to take advantage of this. It could be when you meet a particular person that you've been hoping to meet for a long, long time. It could be when a relationship that you're in goes to the next level. And that's something that you've been wanting for a really long time. You have the Sun and you have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you are going to move. You're going to leave a situation behind. You're going to leave people behind. But you're leaving these people behind to go build your empire, to go have all of this success here. Yeah, there's definitely people that don't want you to win. They kind of want to like call you and hear that things are still not going good because things are not going good for them, you know? And it's like, we don't really need that energy, you know? That's not how, you have the Page of Cups here. I feel like you have an opportunity to do something that's never been done before coming for you. There's already this Emperor energy here, but then it's like you get to conquer something else. That is a whole new area, and there's something about it. Like being the first person in your family to do this. Being the first person of your ethnicity to go do this. There's something here, like the youngest person ever to do this. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be youth either. But it's just like there is something here about records of your heritage or your ethnicity that you're breaking. Like limitations that you're breaking. And you have the King of Cups. There's a person coming that's going to help you. And it starts out as a small crush. And it turns into something really big here. Really, really big here. And I feel like this person knows it right from the start, right from the beginning. And it's like you feel it too, but you learn more about each other. Yeah. You learn more about each other. And this is something that you've been really, really hoping for. It's just something that you have this intuition about. You just know that this is the right thing to do. And it's kind of like when you meet the person that is like the one, it's like the most amazing experience, and it just feels so right, but it can be so scary at the same time. A lot of Cancer energy. So Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords, that's the first card that came out of this other deck, right? That was your first card, the Knight of Swords. So somebody wants to rush in and marry you. And you know I can't help this feeling, so I have to say it. Just doesn't this look like someone's having a wedding and somebody's rushing in to stop it, to say, I object? I was seeing that earlier and I was like, don't say that. Whenever that happens, it ends up coming out. It just does. And it's like, okay, this could be like a relationship. You finally move on with somebody else. And some of you could already be in a relationship with the person and you want to know, is this person the one? You're wanting this connection to grow, you know, to stand the test of time. And that's going to happen. But there is this energy that won't stop. This Knight of Swords, that someone is trying to not let you go, and somebody wants to break this up. Somebody wants their chance to happen. Get the Five of Wands. Somebody wants to cause some drama here. Look at this with the Moon and the Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like this person, it's like you block this person, it's done, and they wonder, and they daydream. It's like they look up at the moon and they wonder if you're looking up at that same moon, you know? And it's like, no, it's done. It needs to be done now, you know? Okay, let's clarify the Nine of Wands, okay? The World, the King of Wands, and the Four of Wands. This Four of Wands wants to come out 3 times now. So this could really be somebody that you're going to marry, but ultimately this card is a portal. This card is saying there is no going back. There is something that I have been working towards, that I have been wanting, and it's here. It's here for me, and I'm going to take it because it's mine and I deserve it, you know? And with the World card, it's like, yeah, you're really not going to go back anymore. It's like you're really closing things off here. And you're setting a new precedent for yourself in this life. I feel like for some of you, for quite some time financially, it's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's been a roller coaster. It's been, you almost lose it all. And then, you know, it's like, you don't want to just keep struggling like that. You know what I mean? You want to get to this place. And then it's like, okay, now this is my new normal. This is my new plateau. I'm not going below that anymore, you know? And that's what's happening here. That's what it is that you're creating for yourself in this life, where you're not going to go back. You know, no relationship that you have after all this healing that you have done, all of this, you're never going to go back to, no more relationships are going to be that bad anymore, you know? And, yeah, that's what this is saying. You're done with that kind of an energy. Yeah, it's a huge transformation. It feels like more than one card. You have the Page of Pentacles, Temperance, Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Wands here. So it's like you're taking this opportunity now to heal yourself and to move forward. Like, you're not going to deal with this person anymore. That maybe the last time that you saw them could have been Sagittarius season. You may not see them anymore. You may not hear from them anymore. If you do, though, it's healed. It's done. You're healing it. You're completing it. That's, you know, you're moving away from that kind of energy and you're going towards new energy, and you're making this clear to this person. So let's see, Two of Cups. Four of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. There is something that you're disappointed by. Somebody didn't make a move and there is some disappointment. There could be somebody coming in that has stable energy, and you thought that this person, it's like, it could be a person from your past, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But there is an opportunity here. And, you know, maybe you don't see it because of heartbreak. You had your own heartbreak going on, so you missed this person. Page of Swords. What is this? You have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. Again, this Page of Swords wants to come out. You're really focused at this time on something that you're creating and something that you're learning, and that's it. There could be a situation that it's done and you're pouring all of your energy into your work, but I feel like there's a person that's still not over you, and their focus is you, and their focus on, you know, with this Page of Swords, they're trying to get information about you. They're trying to like watch your social media. They're trying to find out more information. They want to know what's going on with you. And it's like, blah, I don't want that energy anymore. A lot of you are clear. Yeah, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's time to clear that energy out. Maybe that could be something where, you know, memories of this past person could keep popping into your head and it's bothering you. Like, you know, I don't want to think about this anymore. Or just the mentality that, like, the betrayal, the way that they treated you, you know, I feel like energetically you're letting the rest of it go. And sometimes that can take a long time. Sometimes that can take years, because you cannot even realize that you're doing it, because it's probably linked to trauma that happened with other relationships, with family members when you were young. You learned these behaviors and you know, just didn't know any better, and then you just didn't even realize it became a pattern. Something that you've been praying to heal, that you are. It's like you don't want the next person to be like the past person. So that could also be the fear of that, you know. And you have this Knight of Pentacles here. So there's a new offer that is coming to you that, yeah, you don't see it. You don't know about it, but it's everything. It's better. It's somebody who sees you as this Empress, is someone who is an Empress themselves, you know. So this is something with someone with a clear mind, because I feel like a lot of people in your past, you know, they didn't have mental clarity. They had a lot of things that they played mind games. They, you know, did all that kind of stuff. And it was just very, very overbearing, and something that you're clearing and you're coming out of here. You may have even had to take legal matters with this person here. It's just like you had to protect yourself, you felt like. So it's like, if that's something that you're questioning, it's like, don't hesitate to protect yourself, you know, because Spirit wants you to have this beautiful life that you deserve, where you're able to be free and you're able to have the life that you're wanting to have. And if, you know, somebody is violating you in any way, no. And you have the Two of Cups here, and look, are you kidding me? Somebody doesn't want you to move on with someone else. And they could have been silent this whole time while you're healing, whatever. And then, you know, they could have been with other people. They're talking crap about you, the whole thing. And then they find out that you're moving on with someone else. Oh, then they come out of the woodwork, right? This has this kind of energy here to it. So follow your intuition at this time. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Yeah, listen and take action. You know, this is like action of protection, you know, because it's like the Hierophant, it's like churches that were sanctuaries. So if you need some form of protection, if you need some sort of a help, like, don't hesitate to ask for help. This is what this is saying. If it's crossed your mind, like, hey, maybe I need to do something else. Maybe I need to take legal matters against this. Okay. You need to, like, here, we have the Hierophant twice here. So there's reasons why we have the society that we have to protect people. So what can you do to protect yourself to do that? And Spirit wants you to know that Spirit is protecting you at this time. But when you take those actions to protect yourself as well, it's like just reassuring, you know, it's reassuring your mind. Just like with the light, it's giving you this peace of mind, you know. So that could be there for you as well. It's also, it's like, feels like this person was very controlling, and they were very, you know, like old school mentality. But at the same time, it's like they wanted the benefits of the old school mentality, but they didn't want to provide what their part was to provide for that kind of mentality. And then they wanted to have this new kind of age, you know, ways of doing things that benefited them as well. It was like this person couldn't stick and be true to something, you know. They just kind of took what worked for them and like weaseled their way out of things. It's not a person that was actually an honorable person that you could present and really have a beautiful commitment with here. And this is something that you're wanting, is an actual commitment. And this is something that this person thought they were some kind of, it's like they were very preachy and all this kind of energy, but they weren't even saying anything of value. And they didn't live by the words that they said. They would just manipulate things so it got them things. It's just like a very energy of blah, blah, blah. Okay. I want to see this Chariot. You have the Chariot here. What's this Chariot about? Five of Cups. Okay, let's see. Yeah. It's not, if you got something legal going on, it's gonna be okay. It's like there's a time where you're not sure how it's gonna go with this Five of Cups. There's a time where you need to be like vigilant of being protecting yourself. And then you have this Justice card that flew out with the Fool here, which is like, you're going to be free. You're going to be free. You're going to be able to, you know, move forward and not have anything, you know, holding you back. Some of you, it's like, you know, you left a person, but you didn't move far enough away, and you're going to move further away. You're going to have opportunity to move even further away, and it's going to be better for you because there's some kind of communication that's coming in for you, and it's a wish fulfillment here. It's an opportunity for you to take a big action to chase a dream that you've been chasing for a long, long time. It's going to transform your entire life. And this could be the opportunity that you get to move away from. And that it's just a lot better because I don't know if it's like you're still around the same people and people can still, you know, are talking and everything. And it's like everybody knows each other. Everybody knows each other. And it's like nothing ever changes here, you know, and the people in these relationships, it's not healthy and they keep going back to one another and they just like torturing each other. Like, what the heck is this about? You know, you're manifesting your way out of this crap big time. And this is something really beautiful here. Okay, my cards are all every way, really. Okay. Okay. Let's see the Seven of Pentacles on the sign. You have the Lovers. You know, you're deciding to leave something behind and you're really happy that you are. It's like there's something that you're in alignment and you can easily see, okay, this is not working for me. And for some of you, this is a mindset. This is these kind of people that you're around. And with quick change, look, you have that Two of Cups here. So it's like there is an offer of love here for you. There's you know, someone that you're going to meet that has love for you. And it's kind of like a dream come true. It's really what it feels like. And it's kind of this story of like, wow, I can't even believe. I feel like a year was going to pass and you're going to be like, a year from now, I was fretting over what was going to happen. I was fretting over that person that didn't give a crap about me and was not, they were just all over the place. I can't believe I was giving that person like any thought space in my head. How many times this person left me out in the cold and I didn't know it was going to happen to me, but I was hoping and I was planning and I was trying to find a way to make this all work, and I made it all work with this Chariot card. So there's big moves that you're making here, and people are going to see this here. Like, what's this Three of Cups about? Because this feels like an energy of people that were never really your friends to begin with. And it's like, wow, I can't believe I wasted my time on those people. But at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter. You know, I overcame that now. So, like, I'm just going to keep going with that. Yeah, you have the High Priestess here, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. There's somebody here that, you know, may have had feelings for you and other people got in their head. Other people got in the way. Other people got involved. People that were not highly evolved. People that were not happy in their own life and their own relationships. And they got involved and they got in this person's head. And so this person, you know, they didn't make a move. They didn't come forward. And so it's like, oh, okay. But it's like they did actually have those true feelings. And I feel like this person could be thinking about it now and thinking about how they messed up. Aquarius season, they're going to want to make it right. They're going to want to try to make these moves here because it's like they know that the day-to-day life with you would be so great. And that's something that they really are wanting to build and work together with. Okay, so that could be something here too, but it definitely doesn't feel like a person that you had a love connection with before. Yeah, this Three of Pentacles wants to come out. It came out again. So it's like there is somebody here that wants to work at a relationship, and it's like a whole other thing, you know, because it's like somebody who is in a healthy space, who has done the work to heal themselves, and somebody who wants to be an active participant in this life with you. It's like the way that you would dream a relationship, this person has the same dream, and both of you will do what it takes to have that be your reality. You know, you'll take ownership and take an honest look at yourself throughout the relationship to evolve and change together. So you both get to live out your own dreams together, you know. It's like a very beautiful power couple energy here that is coming into play. The universe is like setting up a lot of different things to make this happen. And it's going to be so great when it does. So great when it does. It's like what you're moving towards, it's like you have no idea. Like, it's everything. It's everything. Let's clarify this King of Cups, okay? Let's clarify. Okay. You got this Two of Swords, Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. So it's like once you make this decision to heal yourself, to embrace this change, to embrace this new opportunity, that's it. It all happens from there. choice. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what you're attracting. You're attracting a person who's an emperor, you know. And before it was always pages. Pages, pages, pages. No. You know, because you're not a page yourself. And so you deserve someone who is an emperor. And that's what's happening here. You know, you got attraction here. You got hot. There's a lot of passion between you and this person. Okay. A lot of passion. You have nurturing and compassion. Well, you have feminine. It just says feminine, but I feel like it should be divine feminine. And look at this third eye going here, right? It's like, didn't I say that? Like, you're marrying your divine feminine and your divine masculine energies here. You have past, lack, and suffering. The past is trying to come back in and cause you to suffer. Don't do it. You don't deserve that. You deserve better than that. Look at this. Freedom, leap, opportunities. Family, hope, commitment. Whether you want a family or not, this is the way that tarot depicts you getting everything you want out of a relationship, right? So, whatever that means to you, impulsiveness. You know, this feels like that Knight of Swords card here. I feel like you're going to feel this impulsiveness to do something, to go somewhere, and it could be different, a little bit different than what you usually do. Yeah, it's like practicality, and then you have risk here. So there is something here where it's like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Like maybe you have coffee and you're like, I should just go to this coffee shop. And it's like, you just bought this coffee and you've been dying to try it. So why would you do that? You know, but it's like, do it. You should do it. That means you should do it. Acquisition. Because you never know who you're going to meet and what it's going to lead to. You're going to meet somebody who wants to take you on a date, who wants to do things right. And I feel like you've never had a relationship where it was like, they're going to court you. They're going to, you know, get you gifts. They're going to show you that they appreciate you. And it's not like you're very materialistic and you just care about getting things. But there is something about this person that they see you and they see that you deserve to be treated in this wonderful way. And they're going to do it. And then you're going to treat them in that wonderful way back. And this is something that builds and grows and builds and grows. And it's like, you're going to be one of those couples that people see out and they're like, I want that. That's what I want. That. I'll take that, please. You know what I mean? Could be a Leo person as well. Yeah, principle. And that's the thing. It's like, well, people are going to want, you know, it's almost like it's just too good to be true. It's like people want something to go wrong for you, but it's like, no, and you're this great person and you have this beauty inside and out. And this career is like building and building way past your, you know, dreams that you had for it. And this love is just everything. And it's because you have this foundation of these principles that are true to the nature of who you are. And when you found something like that, people can feel it. People can feel it in the energy. Yeah, you're very, very powerful. And the things that you're going to do in this world, discovery, look at this, riches, devotion. Wow. Wow. The power that is coming your way, this person is here for you. And it's not just because it's the right thing to do. It's because they see you as their other half, you know? It's because that's who they are. It's because that's the life that the two of you have built together. That's because that's what you guys have decided to make this love. So beautiful. You have Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. This could have been around Thanksgiving time. So if you're in the US, November 27th-ish. If you're not in the US, around Scorpio season, someone was behaving really stupidly. Could have been stupidly with money. They could have just been inconsiderate with your time, with your money. I feel like this is also talking about that person that's trying to come back in. That's trying to come back in, and they're trying to do things to provoke you. They will say things on purpose. Ever met this person? They will like shout out something that's wrong because they know it's a jab at you, that it's like, how could you not stand up and say that it's wrong? But they do it in a way that's just going to make you look guilty no matter what you do. And even if you do respond, it's just, you're just feeding this energy. That's just what they want, you know? Dog closed up. Pleasure with a close up. Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Okay. Somebody loyal. Someone who's just fun. You know, that's like that Nine of Pentacles energy. Someone may invite you to go somewhere and you just want to go. And it's just, this will just be fun. You know, why not? But maybe it doesn't make sense right now. Maybe you're trying to save money and they want you to go out here and go do this and spend money. And maybe you don't have to spend a crazy amount of money to go do whatever this is. But it's just like, if you have this feeling to just go, just go. You know, that's what this is telling you. Follow this impulsiveness that you have. You have older man, dealings or relationships with an older man. So this could be somebody older than you. If you're looking for a woman, that doesn't mean that it can't be that. This could be a business opportunity as well that you get with an older man or just with a man. You know, this is insanity. It has horseshoe good luck. Look at this. On the first card that you pulled, this impulsiveness, it has the same horseshoe. Wow. It's about time that you had some good luck. I feel like it's about time. And you're going to start to see that you do have good luck. That good things are coming to you. And you do deserve that. You have candle, you will be shown the way. Look at that. Awesome. Table, hard work ahead. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of success to be had. And when it comes in, you're going to have a lot to do. But that's going to be a really beautiful thing. That's going to be a really good thing, right? You want business to be going well. You got carriage, journey, either physical or mental. Yeah, you're going to move. You're going somewhere different for sure. You could be planning a trip as well, and that's when you're going to meet someone. You have ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. I mean, come on. Come on. Wow. Okay. Maybe just like one more. Maybe just like one more. You always get that ring card lately, and it's like, you know, the tea leaf cards are huge, okay? And I shuffle, and I don't just like, I take just something from the top each time when I do it, but I shuffle this whole thing. So every pile gets a turn to be on the top. So it's like miraculous that this card is even in this every time that I, like, what the heck? You know, somebody wants you to know that if that's something that you're wanting, if a commitment is something that you're wanting, that's here for you. Okay, that's really here for you. You have doctor here. Okay, so it's like, just be mindful of your health. If there is something that you can do to improve your health, then why not do it? Why not, right? Yeah, you have carefree. Okay, you got the house card here. Some of you could be buying a house. There's definitely like some sort of movement that's going to take place. And I feel like this is something that you're wanting for a long, long time. You have faithfulness. It's another dog card here. So you may meet somebody through a dog. Where is my dog? There he is. Got the dog card here twice. Wow. You have size, older woman, and scholar here. It's like, okay, there's something here that you're really wanting to happen, and you're worried that it's not going to happen, right? Something that you've been working towards for a long, long time with this scholar card. And it's kind of like taking this advice from this old woman who's like, you know, to her, it's like, yeah, well, I'm not going to become anything. I'm already here. And that's not to say that, you know, your life is never over. You can always keep going, right? And reaching for more. But it's like, okay, is it really all over? You know, it may seem like it is for you. It may seem like nothing is working out for you, but is it really? Is really nothing working out? You may have a friend that is older than you or a family member that is just a good person to give you perspective and to help you see how far you've come and how many opportunities are still out there for you. They may have some kind of advice for you here, an older man or an older woman, right? They may just have something, they may like help you, they may invest in you in some sort of a way. Yeah, it's like thought and friend card. That's what you got here. So it's like they want to help you out and they want to help you think of things in a different way, because it's like you're very deserving here of a lot of beautiful things. You have gift and you have wedding. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here, Leo. Thank you so much. If you resonate with the video and you want to like or subscribe, I would appreciate that so much, okay? Also, I have a book. It's called One Light, and it's available on Amazon. It's all about the law of attraction and manifesting. So if you're interested in that, that's there for you too. Okay.